my name's Lindsay. I'm a part-time reseller and stay-at-home mom, and these are the items I sold January 25th through the 31st. I had 10 Posh sales and 4 eBay sales, totaling 14 sales. I had 1 day of no sales, and if you stick around to the end of this video, I'll let you know what my cost of goods were for the total for the entire week. My total sales and my net sales prior to taxes. Let's get started. Up first, let's just start with eBay. This was an unbranded American flag bathing suit and shirt. Cost of goods for both were $212. I accepted an offer for $12.49 and I netted $9.49. This used to be my outfit, so it's super old. There's that. It sold for $17. I accepted an offer. It sold in 19 days. Cost of goods was $0 since it belonged to me. There was an ad fee of 65 cents attached, and I netted $14.94. Cost of goods for this backpack was $0. It was my husband's. I sold it for $126.50. I accepted an offer. There was an ad fee of $365 attached. I netted $107.54. This was a Zutano dress. Cost of goods was $0 because it belonged to my kids. I accepted an offer for $10. I netted $9.76. Zutano just doesn't sell because not a lot of people my age know what it was unless they wore it as a child and their parents taught them about like boutique brands. But when I was growing up, it was a boutique brand. Over on Posh, these men's ascot slippers sold. Cost of goods was $309. I accepted an offer for $30. I netted $20.91. This was a United Colors of Benetton vintage sweater. Cost of goods was 87 cents. I sold it for $16. I sent an offer and they accepted, and I netted $10.43. These Casper pants sold in 11 days. Cost of goods was $105. I sent a 30% offer on everything on Posh. Someone purchased it for $17. I netted $11.05. This was given to me, so cost of goods was $0. Again, it sold during my 30% off offers for $17. I netted $12.10. This I've had so long, I'm shocked it sold. Cost of goods was $295. It sold for $17 during the 30% off offers as well, and I netted $9.15. I sent a regular 20% off offer on this item. Cost of goods was 70 cents. It sold for $20. I netted $13.80. This was a Garnet Hill cashmere sweater. It sold in 14 days. Cost of goods was $578. I purchased it at my local thrift here in Georgia. It sold for $42. I netted $26.32. This is an unbranded bathing suit and wrap skirt. Cost of goods was $106. I sent 40% offers and they were purchased at $18. I netted $13.34. This I didn't mean to send 40% off offer on, but I did because I'm an idiot and I don't double check any of my work, including when I write things. So this was a vintage LLB Nordic Fair wool sweater. Cost of goods was $285. It sold in 26 days. I really didn't want to keep it for a whole nother year either though, so win-win. Sold for $45. I netted $33.15. And last but not least, this Patagonia Retool Snap Pullover. Cost of goods was $255. I found it at the bins in Louisville. I sent a 20% offer for $48 and they accepted, so I netted $34.35. That brings my total cost of goods for the week to $23.02. My total sales for the week to $487.12, and my net sales to $326.33. Have a great week. Bye.